handled them. Well, actually, they handled me, then I handled them. Right? You have to let the stomach know who was the boss. You don't get up and disturb me. I do the disturbing around here. Right? But hey, family, here we go. We're about to do this daily toast. I want to welcome you first off to the place of the home of the stubborn minority. I want you to know this is where the congregation of the mighty gathers. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. You know your hustle builds muscle, and this is the Daily Toast. And of course, you know this is a Heart of a Simmer production. That's right. Well, we strive to blow up your old paradigm. Girls gotta be something about 8. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water. But first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink. Or should I say, and drink. But hey, grab your glass for that water. Get your picture of that water. Lift that picture of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink. Or should I say, live, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water. Oh, stretch. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Come on, move your body. Drink. Or should I say, move, then drink. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors, family. Just raise your glass. Drink. Or should I say, raise, toast, then. Take your breath and drink some water. Lift your container and pour some water. Move your body, drink some water. Oh! Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. Or should we say, stay healthy, breathe, drink, eat, move, culturally appropriately, get enough sleep, and fast every now and then. But hey, take a breath. Lift and pour. Move your body. Toast your ancestors. Drink up. water. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Man, I'm on day 16, and I'm feeling good. I think I got one more crash coming. I got one more somewhere in between here because it's like a 4-day cycle. But yo, the energy is incredible. I mean, it was kind of hard getting up. But once that cold water hit my body, man, listen, I've been like, wow, I'm bouncing around. So look, let's get through what we gotta get through because I'm already holding some of y'all up, and I'm running late, so I don't want that to throw off everybody's day. So during this time, I appreciate y'all dealing with me. It's summer hours. Y'all already know, and then on top of that, with this whole changing going on in my body, I got to adjust. So tonight, we will be doing folk tales for grown folks, if all things are in order, right? Man, I got two major announcements, possibly, that I have to share with y'all, hopefully by the end of this week. So, stay tuned, share, because listen, we doing big things. You know what I'm saying? One step at a time, though, right? One step at a time. We trying to do it one step at a time. And, we can't do nothing without our family support. So I want to thank all of you out there that have been supporting us as far as events, as far as the G&J Mall. I mean, because there's a lot of stuff that is happening that I am truly grateful for. And, and as I'm sitting up here fasting, so I have to reflect on some of that stuff because it's like sometimes you go to a low place. See, this is the piece about the purposeful suffering, because you put yourself through stuff that causes you to reflect. Not only reflect, but it causes you to go through the principles, right? So, like Ujamaa, we talk about Ujamaa in Gye-Nyame, in Kiswahili, Ujamaa, cooperative economics, right? Ujamaa, Ujammaa, right? The fourth day of the week, right? Ujamaa. Let's talk about that for a second. But also, the word that we use to teach the children, the same concept is gratitude. You can't have Ujamaa without gratitude, right? And I have to be grateful for all of the assistance that I have had. I have to be grateful for all the concerns, even though some of y'all was kind of pushing it just a little hard. Don't do that no more. Don't do that no more. I heard that so many times. I said, I do this every year. I know, but don't do that shit no more. And listen, I'm just fasting. That's all I'm doing. But you went 3 days dry. I went 3 days dry last year. Nobody knew. Shit, I didn't have to go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And when I did have to go somewhere, it was with people who already knew my stubbornness on this, right? Because it's like my body I get a rebirth, right? And I'm energized. So now let me jump off into what we need to talk about right now. We are going to go through the folk tales so that y'all can be up on it. Those that are hardcore folk tales for grown folks, enthusiasts, right? Here we go. The ego and his captor. The ego and his captor. Is this thing broadcasting? The ego and his captor. An eagle was once captured by a man, who immediately clipped his wings and put him into the poultry yard with the other birds, at which treatment the eagle was weighed down with grief. Later, another neighbor purchased him and allowed his feathers to grow again. The eagle took flight, and pouncing upon a hare, brought it at once as an offering to his benefactor. A fox, seeing this, exclaimed, "Do not cultivate the favor of this man, but of your former owner, lest he should again hunt for you and to deprive you a second time of your wings." Wow. All right. Hold on. I'm going to have to look this one up. Check this out. Listen. The eagle and his captor. An eagle was once captured by a man who immediately clipped his wings and put him into his poultry yard with the other birds, at which treatment the eagle was weighed down with grief. Later, another neighbor purchased him and allowed his feathers to grow again. The eagle took flight and, pouncing upon a hare, brought it at once as an offering to his benefactor. A fox, seeing this, exclaimed, "Do not cultivate the favor of this man, but of your former owner, lest he should again hunt for you and deprive you a second time of your wings." We're gonna have to do some research on that, man. We're gonna do some research on that one. I'm about to look that one up because I don't know. All right, so now let's get into this toast. Clink the bottle. One of my friends made me, taught me that one. Clean your bottles, brother, I tell him. I don't care if you made it or not. This is that Justice League. Lemon, lime, ginger, and a little bit of the flash, which is cayenne. All right? This is going to help my body readjust, clean stuff out, which was happening this morning. There we go. There we go. Oh, man, it's so beautiful over here. I want y'all to see that. Look at that. Look at that there. Man. So, bro, I tell him, how you put up with that all the time? Because I know it's alive, and I know that it's healthy, and it's kind of soothing, really. Shit, look at that. Lord have mercy. I know how that feels. Man, look at that. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Craftsmanship, man. Craftsmanship. Oh, man. I take pride in what I do. Lord, I take pride in what I do. All right. Speaking of that. Oh, speaking of that. Last year, one of the things I broke my fast with was I got into, I get a different type of foods. Like I be like doing food porn and stuff when I'm fasting, right? So I be thinking up new things. Like one year I went to bacon. Last year I did a few fermented foods. But one of the things I really did like last year was fermented eggs, right? And this is fermented eggs, but I'm using all ambrosia. This is all older ambrosia, so it's sort of like a vinegar. So we're gonna see how that tastes after we come off the fast. I'm kind of excited. I want to see what it's gonna be like. But this is about a half-gallon jar, so I got me enough to last me a couple of days. We also have the Raw Rising celebration coming up on June 22nd at 5:45 at the Swinging Bridge at Wolf Park. And we're gonna have breakfast. You know what I'm saying? So gonna be a nice celebration. So let's get this toast on the way. Without any further ado, we lift up our glass. We salute the Creator by whatever name you choose to call that Creator. We lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? Where do we go? We go to our list of our illustrious ancestors. My fault. June 29th. Will be the next G&J Mall. I want to make sure I get that out there before we get too far beyond that. I get delirious with my food rants and stuff like that. But June 29th, But hopefully I have another beautiful announcement for y'all for July. All right, but hold on. Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert Tex, Anna Davis, Herman Brown, Senior, Rosalie Tilly, Georgia, William Walter, Chris Pendergaston, Lena, Chris Fiend, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallard, Montague Pimenel, Normal X, Pet Mont, Rob, Malika Fakour, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ageni, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bell Moss, Willis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Gal Pulley and the Luxor brother, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, James Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Grindelman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend Jane Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Del Hodge, Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clayburg, B.D. Sell Weller, B. the Farmer, Argo Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Deolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Linda Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thorne, Pearl G. Thorne, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thorne, Edgar Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keach Larice, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Heather Pierce, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Banks, Jermaine Moss, Ophelia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quells, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.C. Johnson, Dorita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hallie Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Amatel Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey and Arnold Ohio, Frank Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vinnie Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Puller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Dillamon Ayers, Gina Ruth Jones, Janet Callahan, Ruth and Walter West, Lord have mercy, William Walter West, Nigella Parrish, Elder Basiji Falani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters, DePretis Hines, Inez Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winter Priest, Ganabel Wilson, Haley, Emma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Kevin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Print-Up Jr., William Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith Catney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Peanut Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Naylon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Akabuki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, Dave Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Irvin, Judy Albert, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkerson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jay Doyle, Abida Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg D2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Gleavers, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Eddie Reed, Charles Reed, Eulin Andrew Baker, Patricia Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kim O'Brien, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet Tubman Case, Mrs. Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Eno Baby Hatch, Hatch Sr., Mally Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Lady Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Cofer, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Frances, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama. Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Pinella, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Earlton Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Bond, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Ramey Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rashawn Easley, Javea McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Oliver, Mazarine Coper, George Swan, Emily Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. On to the Black Book. Y'all, man, y'all, it is truly a joy to read these ancestors every day, right? Joella Giles, James Carswell, Liberta Adams, Aunt, also known as Aunt Sis, Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James, Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shank, Lewis, Ronald Shelton Jr., Damian Top, Westina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac, Kundo, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Dramonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McCarroll, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quincy Sample, Candace Simmons, Severin Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sade Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Stacey Trice, Denise Gorey, Nathaniel Hassan Turner, Khalid Issen, also known as Nigel Turner, Demetrius Lewis Flint, Alberta Woods, Geneva Simmons, Daniel Tilley, Angeline Gant, Sharifa, Oscar Kane, Audrey Gripper, Dominique Nichols, Ruth Elaine Johnson, Teresa Sambu. Man, family, we raise up our glass of this beautiful ambrosia, this Justice League ambrosia, and we say, Ashe. From there, where do we go? Y'all know where we go. We go to the present moment. That's right. That's right. Whoever said that, you was listening. Present moment. That's right. I know you was thinking it, right? So let's go to the present moment right now. We are on the greatest day of the week, at least for me, because I am a Kujichagulia born. All the Kujichagulia borns, throw your hands up, throw your hands up, throw your hands up, throw your hands up. I heard you, Gina. Throw your hands up, throw your hands up, throw your hands up. All those Kujichagulia born. Once again, I have to say, Kujichagulia is running it, y'all. We running it, right? So, you know, we got Gina, got myself, we got Sister Navita, we got Sister Tiandra. I know it's some more of y'all out there, right? You know, but we need to spread it out over the list. I found another Yao. We got 2 Yaos now. That's Ujima born. We got 2 Yas. One is one of the sisters and Sisters of Fire is a Ya, and Sasha is a Ya. Difficult. God damn, she difficult, Sasha. Woo. Y'all something else, let's say that. All right, but anyway, back to Kujichagulia. We want you to find Kujichagulia in your community. We want you to take a picture of it. We want to take a video of it. We want you to write a paper about it. We want you to do something with it. We want you to identify it. We want to catch it and release it back out into the wild. You know what I'm saying? I want you to trace it down like that white boy used to chase down them crocodiles. You know, remember when he used to just run and jump in the water and grab a crocodile? See here? See here? This is Kujichagulia in the wild. You got to hold it tight. Those teeth will take a chunk out of you, right? You know what I'm saying? We want to start grabbing our principles out the wild, taking pictures of them and then releasing them back into the community, right? So hashtag Kujichagulia, hashtag Kujichagulia found, hashtag Kujichagulia in action. All right? Boom. On this day, right? Boom. You take a picture, post it up on Gye-Nyame Journey. It's more than welcome. For those that don't speak the language, Kujichagulia means self-determination. The demonic principle of the day is justice. The color is indigo. I got black. Okay. Correspondence is the Hermetic law. Male name is Kwabana. Female name is Abina. There go that y'all with that attitude. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Okay. So we toast this moment, and in this moment we keep our pact with our past and never to forget our ancestors. Never forget our ancestors. Never forget their lessons. Take what they had and build upon it and make something great. Right? And also, in the process, clearing the way, making the space and time for a future generation to come into the world and build their monuments to greatness. So we lift up our glass to this moment and we say, Ashe. Thank you, Sasha Marsh. Then we move from there to the future. We toast our children. There you go, Sasha. Our children's children.
Unto infinity.
Unto infinity. That's right, girls. So they learn. They learn by osmosis. Right? So we lift up our glass. And you know what we say? We say Ashe. Right? From there, family, we move to all of our relations and we toast them and we say
Ashe.
From all of our relations, we move into that selfish toast. This for you. What is it that you need in your life to get everything popping off the way you need it? We're going to lift it up, we're going to toast you, and we're going to say, Ashe. Last but not least, I want to toast the most magnificent, marvelous, uplifting, outstanding individual in the room, the wisest, the most beautiful.
You.
Yep, I want to salute you. And you too, Sash, because I'm talking to these people. You too, the most beautiful person in the room. The smartest, the most intelligent, the most outstanding, the most uplifting, the most inspiring, the most ancient of ones. We lift it up to you and we say,
Ashe.
Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. And y'all too. All right, I'm going to sip a little bit and we out of here, right? The girls got to get the count.
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry too. Damn. You ain't figured that out yet? I'm going to make a smoothie. I'm going to drink some more of that. I'm going to make a smoothie.
I'm hungry.
Me too. I'm hungry too.
I want some cereal.
I'll give you some cereal. Why you going to... I just said I'm about to...
make me too much cereal.
Who made you too much cereal?
Me.
I said I'm going to get you... Real life here, Gye-Nyame Journey. All right, family, I'm out. This is Brother Hatim. Peace.